Hello, friends. How's everyone doing today? Hello, everyone. I am Tina Greer of Greer Business Solutions and glad to see you guys. I know it's been a minute since I have come in live, but I've been working hard. So, and I've also been monitoring you guys. So, as you see me come on in the room, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing this live. So I'm going to do some checks. Make sure that I got you guys live. For those I didn't let you know I was coming in, and for those who are new to me, I pretty much just come in, just show up. I'm a pop-up trainer, if you will, unless you have a scheduled, meeting or call with me. And then, of course, I would adhere to the schedule. But as far as my lives go, unless there's something special going on, I would just pop up, depending upon what's going on with my schedule. So good to see you guys. And I know I've been talking to you via through direct messenger, and also in the training hub for Women Government Contracts Facebook group. So to respond to any questions you may have, or we've been talking via DM. So I wanted to come in today because I know there was some questions last week about subcontractors and what can be done in the capacity of a subcontractor. So I wanted to come in and talk about that for a minute to kind of give you guys some clarity, especially those who are new to government contracting. So before I begin this discussion, I do, let everybody know again, I am Tina Greer. I am the owner of the Training Hub for Women Government Contractors, as well as the CEO of Greer Business Solutions, where we provide coaching and consulting services in the area of procurement in regards to government contracting, showing you how to find, bid, and win those opportunities and position yourself to be confident enough to go after them and successfully complete a bid and or proposal. So what I wanted to talk about in the area of government contracts. It is a $1 trillion industry. It's a lot of money out there, but it's all about positioning yourself to be effective via winning those opportunities and also collaborating and teaming with successful government contractors who are already winning those type of opportunities that you are looking for. That's in your wheelhouse. So I want to make that clear because there's so many different ways to be successful. So it's not to say you go out and be a prime. You can be a subcontractor and still win hundreds of, six-figure, seven-figure contracts and so forth. So it really depends upon the size, the scope of work, and what you're doing within the industry of government contracts. So I wanted to touch on some benefits. As you see me here, just say hello in the comments so I can acknowledge you. Again, let me make sure that I wanted to just tag somebody. Card. Yeah, I wanted to tag someone who specifically is looking for this live that I told her that I would be doing. Let me see here. I think I have another person as well. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. All right. Thanks for the likes. All right. So let's get started. Okay. So I want to make sure that, so if you guys see, just come on in. But for those replay viewers who's going to see this later, just let me know that you saw the this broadcast and hit hashtag replay, so I know that you did catch this replay. But for those who are live, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to touch on some benefits of being a subcontractor. And first and foremost, let me say there is a difference between the prime contractor and then subcontractors. And I'm just going to break this down in simple terms as much as possible so everybody can get an understanding no matter what level of expertise they are in the industry. So a prime contractor is, let's say the prime contractor is the one contractor that is responsible for the entire effort. They are the ones that would submit the proposal to the government agency. All right, the whatever in that solicitation it says send proposal to X. They are the direct contact between that opportunity and the contracting agency. So they are solely responsible for gathering all information from all subs or consultants that they are utilizing in order to put together one proposal. So that is the prime. They are ultimately responsible for the entire effort, meaning including the subcontractors. Now, the difference between being a subcontractor to a prime is the subcontractor is responsible for the scope of work which is allocated to them from that prime contractor. So, for example, in the scope of work, they may ask to provide a certain type of service, and your company has been uh, I guess, allocated that portion of the scope of work from the prime. So, in essence, this is how it should look in this process. So, the prime contractor will is responsible for the entire effort, the entire request for proposal, i.e., solicitation. They should send you a scope of work, meaning they'll send you an RFQ, request for quote, for a certain part of that scope of work that they want you to perform. So it will come in a form of a request for a quote, RFQ. So, in essence, as the subcontractor, you'll receive this information from the prime. It'll be nice and neat. It'll tell you exactly, in a standard one, a good one, they will list out exactly what services they want you to perform in that scope of work. They will give you a template of the pricing so you can price if the RFP came with a template, they will hand that to you, and all you need to do is provide your pricing for your portion of the work that they have given you based on that scope, right? And so, in essence, you're going to prepare your quote, meaning your cover letter, your and your pricing and so forth, whatever that they're asking for, and submit it to the prime. The prime contractor would then incorporate your pricing and your information into the overall packet, the overall submission of the proposal, and then that is what they would submit for bid to the contracting agency. Now, keep in mind that as a subcontractor, you may be one of many subcontractors working on an effort. It really depends upon the size and the scope of work. So, again, being a subcontract, number one, is less riskier because you don't have all those obligations that you have to do because you're just subbing a piece of the work. If you understand what I'm saying, type yes. If you understand what I am saying, type yes. Because I want to make sure there's benefits to being a subcontractor. So, and a number two would be when you are new to government contracting, you're just getting your feet wet. Maybe you have not won any contracts before. It's okay to go and be a subcontractor to a more established company. It's okay because you want to establish your past performance experience by working with winning government contractors, and that is going to help you when it's time for you to be a prime yourself. So that's just one way of getting into the government contracting space, is becoming a subcontractor. Now, I'm just going to really talk about, I'm really just kind of trying my best to just stay focused on just the parts of the subcontracting elements that you need to be aware of. Of course, many of you who have worked with me are working with me. I go over some of this information in my coaching programs, more in depth and so forth. So in this instance, I'm just kind of highlighting some of the things I want you guys to be aware of. Now, keep in mind in regards to responsibility, whatever that's in the solicitation, the big solicitation, the contract clauses. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The FAR clauses, the contract clauses that you need to adhere to that is applicable to that particular solicitation. Um, the prime contractor sometimes will also send you the FAR clauses as well, because it may be a point, and normally it is, where it flows down to the subcontractors. So meaning that you have to adhere to the FAR clauses in that solicitation as well. So you have to be mindful of the contract flow downs. And a good prime, or sometimes, I'm not going to say a good prime, but it's something that's in order. If that is the case, sometimes they'll go ahead and send you the FAR clauses in that contract, in the solicitation, that you also have to adhere to as well. So that is called the contract flow downs. And basically, all it means is that you need to make sure that you are adhering to whatever the requirements are based on those FAR clauses as well. So that is important. Any questions as I'm going through the information? Type it in the comments if you have any questions. I want to make sure that I acknowledge you guys and try to answer your questions live. I'm just looking over my notes. Okay. And lastly, what I want to say, I know I talked about it and I referenced the solicitation, the request for proposal. Those are just two interchangeable words. The RFP, request for proposal, which is that solicitation document. RFQ is request for quote. It still will look like a solicitation, but it may be smaller. So, but it's very important when you're a subcontractor to a prime and they have a solicitation. I don't care how many pages it is. It is your responsibility, even as a subcontractor, to read the solicitation. Y'all hear me? It is let me say that again for the people in the back. It is your responsibility, and it's good practice to read the solicitation in its entirety, to make sure you understand what the government is asking for and are able to comply with the requirements in that solicitation. You want to have that document ingrained in your mind, because you want to make sure you put your best effort, your best foot forward in providing the solution to whatever challenges that are listed in those documents. And you also must follow the instructions as noted in that document as well. Normally it's found in section L, okay? Section M. So you want to get familiar with the nuances, the components of the solicitation, even though you're a sub and even though you may be doing a small piece of the work, but it is good practice, good business to read the solicitation in its entirety so you can be aware of the overall scope of the work as well. All right. So I hope that I've answered your questions in regards to the benefits of being a sub and then also the responsibility of being a sub and being compliant because again you want to put forth your best effort when you are working with winning prime contractors. So guys, if you have questions or you want to set up a chat, just connect with me, we can definitely do that to learn more about how I can assist you moving forward in your government contracts journey. I am here to assist you through training and development, professional training and development to get you on the right track. Again, this is my link, bit.ly/GBS Let's Connect, right? So go ahead and schedule a call with me. So I want to make sure that is available to you guys. Now, for those who want to schedule a discovery call, which is more comprehensive, you can actually schedule that as well. It's going to talk about my coaching programs to kind of get an idea of what you are looking for. So call with Tina, bit.ly/call with Tina. And I look forward to talking with everyone that's here on the broadcast, as well as those individuals who catch this on the replay. All right, guys. So thanks so much. And I look forward to talking to you guys. And hopefully, this information that I have provided has helped you. So feel free to leave comments. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing and seeing and reading your responses. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.